edition of News in Depth. I am Rameshri Jairam with the details. Now for the news. Charandas Prasad likely to be questioned by police. Top cop. Let's take a look at this report.
The Guyana Police Force is probing a report of alleged bribery and movement of gold from the state of Guyana, said Commissioner of Police Leslie James. The commissioner made that disclosure today at a press conference at Ivleri. He said the Charandas Prasad investigation is still active and the matter is of national security.
It is a former member of parliament that is under investigation. But in terms of link, I would not use such a phrase, I would not use such a word, because what we're doing is gathering evidence at this point.
What specifically are you investigating? Is this a specific report of wrongdoing? I think that's
It's a report of alleged bribery and perhaps some movement of gold from the state of Guyana.
Is that any way, sir, is that alleged transaction linked in any way to vote in Parliament as part of your probe?
Links and so on will not be determined by me. What we're doing is gathering evidence.
But are you seeking to link that evidence to the possible vote in the House?
I won't make any statement in regard to that. I'm saying, following a report, we have cause an investigation to commence. It's still ongoing. At the conclusion of that investigation, we will seek legal advice in that regard.
The commissioner said if the police is advised to seek the extradition of Prasad, who is a Canadian citizen, then the force will so do.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it successfully?
I'm sure there is currently an extradition treaty between Canada and Guyana. And if that necessitates, we will so apply to have it done.
The police commissioner said that there may be reasons to speak to Charandas Prasad.
And I can say this. If we were to compare what I've read so far and what we've had, there may be reasons for us to need to speak with Mr. Prasad. That much I will say at this point.
Sir, and could you confirm that you have held discussions or you've interviewed, the police force would have interviewed gold dealers? And could you say whether or not the police force would have also confiscated evidence from those gold dealers as part of this probe?
I will not mention about confiscation. I know we we interviewed a few dealers, gold dealers, as part of this investigation.
The top cop said this is an impartial investigation undertaken by the Guyana Police Force.
More news on the other side of the break.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man, Bama. I ain't gonna get locked up teeth in them big stinky 30-second hand boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback. Karibi rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Karibi rice, our people, our rice.
Thanks for staying with us. 7 acres of marijuana destroyed in the Berbice River by the police. More in this report.
The Guyana Police Force, in a press release, said during the 13-hour narcotics eradication operation at Tabatali, Berbice River, 7 acres of marijuana cultivation were destroyed. The force said that 5 fields with some 19,500 plants ranging in heights from 3 inches to 8 feet with an average weight of 9,750 grams, 5 camps, 300 kilograms of processed cannabis, and an empty 12-gauge casing were found.
know that stress occurs fairly often in life and that prolonged stress can have a negative effect on your physical and mental health. Meet Jack.
I was stressed, so I finally decided to tell my friend Mark about it. He shared with me the helpline numbers to seek counseling. I was hesitant because I never thought that I would be in a position to share my story about my mental health. I eventually called, and the counselors they put me onto were very friendly and professional. I went to his office, and over time, I learned how to cope and manage my stress. The service was professional and confidential. I would recommend it to anyone who might be facing their own problems.
You may be facing challenges that keeps you from enjoying the things you love, but that's okay. Help is available. Talk with a trusted counselor on the helpline 223-0001, 600-7896 or 623-4444.
A man's beer.
Jagdeo says no to house-to-house registrations. Want elections to be held within the 90 days. More in this report.
Opposition leader Barry Jagdeo said it is impossible to go back to house-to-house registration at this time, and he feels it is not necessary. He dismissed the idea made by Alliance for Change chairman Cameron Ramjatan. Some $3 billion were budgeted and passed in the National Assembly for house-to-house registration in 2019. But the opposition leader said his party is not supportive of house-to-house registration, given the 90 days timeline for general and regional elections.
Take between 6 to 9 months. Clearly, that's out of the window. Absolutely out of the window. So Ramjatan is trying to fly a little kite here that we will pull down quickly. To hang on to office and to the perks that they receive for a little while longer, which is the desperation that you see here. And I made it clear to the president, this cannot happen given the timelines.
Jagdeo feels that GCOM can clean the list of dead people, and he believes it's simple.
Ramjatan can't speak for us. First of all, we said, we don't support a house-to-house registration. And if you check my press conferences, you will see that prior to this. No decision had been made at the GCOM commission level about a house-to-house registration. I know that the Secretariat was preparing for one, and they put in their budget $3 billion for this, which was then approved by the National Assembly. And they were supposed to start in June, their house-to-house registration. We argued that one element of the list that you can clean up without a house-to-house registration, which are dead people on the list, simply by getting the records from GRO, sharing these records with the two political parties or the political parties, publishing the names in the newspapers, and then after 2 weeks, no objection, you remove those names from the list and you clear out all the dead people.
Elections are expected to be held within 90 days of the passage of the no confidence motion. However, the matter is now engaging the attention of the courts.
And that has brought us to the end of tonight's newscast. Remember to visit our website www.rdproductiongy.com, Facebook or Instagram Royston Driggs Production for details on these and other stories. Join us again on Monday for another edition of News in Depth. I am Ramesh Jairam saying good night.